Hello, everyone. What a pleasure to be here with you. I'm the youngest of 7 sisters, and when I was a little girl, I watched my big sisters live the Stone Ridge life with their snazzy uniforms, blue sashes, brown Oxfords, goûter, feast days, honors, medals, and congés. I mean, who does not dream of going to a school with congés? Finally, at long last, it was my turn. I laced up my own brown Oxfords and headed into the hallowed halls of Hamilton House. And wow, Stone Ridge girls were busy. Academics, sports, debate, yearbook, newspaper, and assemblies, all while we traveled the bumpy road from girlhood to womanhood. Adolescents as we were, we tried on and discarded an assortment of personas. Our friendships were complicated and all-consuming. When our parents thought we were safely tucked in bed, some of us studied the great books. You know those great books, Our Bodies, Ourselves, The Joy of Sex, Fear of Flying. We debated everything: pacifism, feminism, abortion, Catholicism. We probably sounded a little ridiculous, but we were taking those first few toddler steps towards analytical reasoning. Sheltered as we were, we also faced straight on the cruelty of senseless early death, and we were touched by the grief of classmates who lost a parent or sibling. As those slow and fast days rolled on, we played together, we prayed together, sang, ran, studied, and cheered together. We basked in the indirect light of the gifted women who had professed religious life. We breathed in the fragrance of freshly cut fields. We lost our hearing from that hall bell that signaled classes changing. We were good girls. Yet, who didn't take a quick forbidden peek into the cloister? Who didn't have a smoke of something on campus? And at our senior retreat, just who were those girls that liberated the altar wine? Today we're older, wiser, grayer, blonder, yet the threads of our shared experience that drew us together back then hold us to each other still. Now about the Golden Outstanding Alumna Award, the GOA. Given my childhood obsession, just imagine my emotion to be called by Kathryn Carols with the news of this honor. But here's the thing. Each and every woman in the best Stone Ridge class ever, the class of 1972, is a GOA. For each of us GOAs, that era at Stone Ridge impacted our personal and professional paths. Here we learned that kindness is not weakness, and bullying is not strength. By way of social action, we absorb principles of duty, community, charity, and justice. Each of us strive to live those core values every single day. And so with tremendous appreciation for Stone Ridge and for each of you, the GOAs of the class of 72, especially for our incredible reunion committee, for every teacher and every alumna, and for all the truths that have been taught us here, I offer you my deepest thanks.
Hey there, my name is Julie Verratti, and I just want to say thank you so much to Stone Ridge for this amazing award. It doesn't feel deserved, but I am very grateful for the time that I spent at Stone Ridge and the opportunities that graduating from there has afforded me in my life. I was able to learn what it means to always demand a seat at the table, to raise your hand, to ask questions no matter what, and to put yourself out there and take risks and take opportunities. From my time running for office to working in the administration to starting a business in an extremely male-dominated industry, there's been a lot of times in my life and my career where I've been the only woman in the room or at the table. And I thank Stone Ridge for instilling in me the confidence to be able to show up and do that. I also want to give a particular shout out and thank you to Sister Dyer, to Ms. Prince, and to Ms. Edgar for always believing in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. Thank you so much for this award.
Thank you so much for this recognition. I'm honored to stand alongside Kathryn and Julie and accept this award. My journey at Stone Ridge began as a bright-eyed, energetic 4-year-old, following in both my sister and my mother's footsteps. Early on, I wondered how I could create my own identity outside of my sister and my mother's legacies. Some may say the frequent remarks on my report cards, commenting on my chattiness in the classroom and social skills, may have helped distinguish me. However, I believe Stonebridge's culture and the opportunity to grow in an atmosphere of wise freedom enabled me to write my own path. During my time at Stonebridge, I was a 3-season athlete, acted in school plays, wrote for the school newspaper, and even traveled abroad to Spain. Stonebridge provided me with several opportunities to explore my interests and find my passions, and I took full advantage. Within the classroom, through the small class sizes and Socratic seminar-based discussions, I slowly found my voice and my confidence began to blossom. This confidence led me to pursue leadership opportunities while at Stonebridge and during my time at Elon University, where I pursued a degree in the male-dominated field of finance. If someone would have told that bright-eyed, energetic 4-year-old that she would one day have a career in the financial services industry and lead calls with senior executives, often as the only female in the room, I'm not so sure she would have believed them. I thank Stonebridge for encouraging me and equipping me with the skills and opportunities to achieve these goals. As a young grad challenged with moving to a new city to begin a career, I wondered where I would find my community. Leaning into the experiences I gained from the Social Action Program, I joined the Junior League to continue my love of volunteering, connect with my new community, and network with other women who shared my same interests and passions. Fortunately, I was able to find friendships much like the ones I developed at Stonebridge, which were pivotal in shaping my experience. Many of my Stonebridge friends are still some of my closest relationships today, with some dating all the way back to junior kindergarten. Since graduating, we have lived together, vacationed together, explored my previous city of Raleigh together. We've laughed together at comedy shows, leaned on each other during difficult times, and supported one another throughout our careers. I look forward to connecting with y'all again soon at Reunion. I'm sure many of my peers would describe me as the ultimate Stonebridge cheerleader. I appreciate any chance to speak to my positive experiences and represent the community that welcomed and embraced me for 14 years. Thanks again for this recognition, and I look forward to celebrating at Reunion.